Bank Stadium. Today, a couple of rivals doing battle in the NFC North. It's the Green Bay Packers and the Minnesota Vikings. He'll start at the 4. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over.
At their own 24-yard line.
Love to throw to get started. Short throw there, pulled in by Musgrave. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
In motion, Reed. They'll run with Emmanuel Wilson. And he will keep the drive moving. Gets the first down. Nice gain of 5.
Second down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a first down.
We'll go play action with Love. That's caught right side. It's the tight end Musgrave. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. That's the second time they connect on this drive. This one good for 13 yards.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass. Get past the first down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can drop all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop.
Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. They'll run. It's Wilson. And a good job following his blockers. A gain of 7. It'll be second down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 31-yard line.
Now the first carry of the game for Josh Jacobs. And he will not be able to get free. Picking up only a yard. Now it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the first down marker, and they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
Off the play fake. Here's Love. And he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on 3rd down.
When you decide to throw the ball on 3rd and 1, typically, Mike, what you're doing is you start from the top down. If you have the big shot downfield, take it. If not, the quarterback works through his progression, finds the medium target, picks up a first down.
They'll run with Wilson. Open space inside the 10. And he will get into the end zone. Emmanuel Wilson. Touchdown, Green Bay. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field makes it a... And before the try, remember, it is a touchdown. All scoring plays are reviewed, so replay will confirm this one before we do anything else. Great chance to make an early statement here on the road. It is 1st and goal. Wilson. And looked like he might have had a lane, but the defense closed quickly. He did not get in. 2nd down.
I give that defense all the credit in the world there, Mike. And offensively, you find yourself 1st and goal from the 1. You have to find a way to get that last yard and put the ball in the end zone. There's no excuses to miss a touchdown here.
They'll set up the screen to Wilson. And this one ruined quickly. Take him back to the 5.
play is a direct result of his film study. He knew exactly where that ball was going before the play was snapped, and that play recognition, man, it separates a lot of guys in this league, and it results in a negative play.
From the gun, it's Love. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
And these are the type of splash plays that can have an impact, especially as the game goes on. So offensive line has to do a better job to make sure that they have this protection shored up and that this isn't a sign of things to come.
Brandon McManus and the field goal unit come on. This one is good. He knocks it through. And the Packers are out to an early 3-0 lead.
A lot of times as an offensive player, you come off the field, you're not thrilled to end a drive like this with a field goal. But I think in this case, you can label it a success. You were able to operate your offense. You were able to quiet this crowd just a little bit and come away with an early lead.
3 points on that opening drive. We'll see the response as the kick's away. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there.
At their own 25-yard line.
They run, and here's the former Packer, Aaron Jones. And that's going nowhere, thrown down, literally and awkwardly, right at the line of scrimmage.
Brings up 2nd and 11.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
To the air on 2nd down, Roseman. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
They bring the tight end in motion. Oh, a bad time to run out of time. They don't get the play off on 3rd and short. So after the 5 yards walked off, it is 3rd down and 8. Out of the gun, here is Brosmer. He's got his man. It's Jefferson. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield.
And the Vikings
22 yards, the pickup there. It'll be a Vikings first down. He runs straight ahead with Jones. And he'll push his way ahead for a gain of 2. Entering Cooper. They're on the tackle.
On the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 8. Operating out of the gun, it's Roseberg. That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. Made it uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up 3rd down.
And 8 yards.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
He'll let this go deep for Jefferson. No touchdown, but they are close. It's going to be 1st and goal. They've got it at the 3.
45 yards.
A big play for Minnesota. 45 yards.
1st and goal.
And it's hardly an exaggeration when I say, Mike, that he's probably one of the most difficult individual assignments in the entire league. It's like playing football against that really good kid in your neighborhood. He's just hard to cover, and plays like this, it just shows how special he can be.
Now it looks like we have an injured Packer player on the field. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. From the 2 now, here's 2nd and goal. They give this to Jefferson on the jet sweep. And no signal as of yet. And none forthcoming. He is stopped short. And now it's 3rd and goal.
It's now 3rd.
So, Mike, this is a great example and a great moment to bring up why it's so important for these offenses to make everything look the same. Formationally, pre-snap movement, because the second that motion looks like a jet motion and he's going to get the ball as opposed to a traditional motion, these defenses are so in tune with all those little differences. They know it's coming, and there's not going to be a lot of gain. I think this is one of those cases, Mike, where simple is better than creative. They try to get fancy, and not only do they not get the ball into the end zone, they don't even get the ball back to the original line of scrimmage. We're going to see here, this could end up costing them 6 points.
Reichert's kick is good. And the Vikings will tie the game at 3 apiece.
Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in 1st and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
Field goals for both sides on their opening possessions. 3-3 as this one's kicked away. This taken at the 5. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field. The Packers offense ready now for their 2nd drive. All even here in this opening quarter. And the drive will begin with 1st down. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. Catch is made by Romeo Dobbs. He's close to a 1st down to gain a 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down.
It's 2nd and inches at the 32-yard line.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. On the ground, here's Wilson. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. They get 15 on that game. 1st down, Packers.
Really nice explosive play there on the ground. And tell you what, for these fans sitting in the stadium, they're not used to seeing their home team pushed around. So continue to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Mix in the runs with the pass. And if they can continue to generate these big explosive runs, I don't think they need to go away from it.
And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. That's his 2nd catch on the drive. This one is good for 20 yards.
It's a gain of 20.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage. And it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and they're able to convert.
Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line. It's been a busy 1st quarter for him so far. His 3rd catch goes for a 1st down.
And a Packer 1st down.
So a field goal apiece here in that 1st quarter. 3-all is the score. More from the Twin Cities in a moment. We begin quarter number 2. The Packers have the football. Space getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They work 1st and 10. To throw is Love. That'll be caught. It's Josh Jacobs. Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
A second down throw for Love. Here's a screen taken in by Jacobs. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up third down.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
They'll look to set up the screen here. And he gets out wide. He'll go to the end zone. Emmanuel Wilson. Touchdown, Packers.
Now remember back, Mike, their first drive, they had to settle for 3. So they definitely didn't want to have to do that again. So really solid drive from start to end, and they're finally able to cap it off with a touchdown.
Extra point by McManus, up and good. And the Packers take a 10-3 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Price now to return it. Get across the 20, mark them at the 22-yard line. The Vikings offense ready to see what they can do on their second possession. Just the lone field goal for them so far, down 10-3 in this one, and they'll start 1st and 10. Now this is going to be a design run. They let him keep it. They get 11 and quickly pick up a first down.
Mike, I think every offense would love to be able to call designed runs for their quarterback, but it's so dependent of who that quarterback is. And for this team, to be able to have that guy behind center, it just adds a different element to what they can do on offense.
Jones now on 1st and 10. And he slips through an opening. Winds up getting about 8. That is past the 40-yard line.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
From the 42 now, here's 2nd and 2. Here's Brosmer. Thrown left side. The catch is made. He's going to be taken down, but there's a late flag in the backfield that might give him 15 more yards. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the first down.
He is out of bounds. They have worked it inside the 50. First time these two have connected this afternoon, and it'll wind up being a first down.
And these are the throws that when they evaluate young quarterbacks coming out of college, they want to see you be able to make. Everyone worries about how far you can throw the ball, and while that's certainly important, to be able to make the throws from sideline to sideline, especially in those intermediate zones, drive the ball through space, because in this league, an open window is going to close in a hurry.
2nd and 6 at the 9-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 6. They run it once more with Jones. And he'll get maybe about 4 yards out of that one. Lane closed quickly. And here comes third down.
That's a gain of 5.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. Third and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
On the ground is Mason. And the Vikings are going to have a first and goal coming up. They find a way to convert on 3rd and 1.
So first things first, you want to make sure that you pick up a fresh set of downs. He does that. Of course, he would have loved to have gotten the touchdown, but got a feeling he's going to get another shot here, this time from the 1.
Jones. And looked like he might have had a lane, but the defense closed quickly. He did not get in. Second down.
No gain on the play.
We got to see a little taste of just the range this defense can play with. How well they can flow outside as this play gets stretched out. No problem for them, not only to track the runner down, but stop him before he gets back to the line.
They look to run with Jones. And this is not going to do it either. Stop for no gain. And just like that, it's 3rd and goal.
They keep it on the ground twice, Mike, and they have no success. So now if you're the play caller, that starts creeping into your head. Do you have confidence in a 3rd attempt, or now do you try to change it up and go play action and put the ball in the air?
It's the quarterback with the sneak. Trying to find any seam he can, but the push too strong in the middle. He didn't get there. It's 4th down.
How about this for a goal line stand, Mike? Your back's against the wall, back-to-back plays, you hold tight. They set themselves up here to defend a 4th and goal try.
He'll run for it, and it's Jones. And he barrels his way into the end zone. Aaron Jones, touchdown Vikings.
You know, Mike, I think we're going to see a lot of this, and you know why? It's the new kickoff rule. So think about it. In the old days, you'd kick a field goal, you'd kick a touchback, and your opponent would have the ball on the 20. You didn't give up as much field position, but you only got 3 points. Nowadays, you go for 3 points and you kick a touchback. They get the ball on the 35. It's almost 30 yards of field position. You're just better off going for touchdowns when you get in here tight.
So back to level after the touchdown. And time for the kickoff. Now return coming from the 7. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The Packers offense ready to get back at it. They'll work in a tie game here in the 2nd quarter and get started with 1st and 10. On play action, Love. That one caught by Musgrave, the tight end. And they will finally catch up to him and get him down. It is a big-time play for the Packers. 32 yards.
This defense just gets punched in the mouth on that one, Mike, and it just seemed from up here that not everyone on defense was on the same page, and the offense was able to take advantage of it. The defense has to clean things up here in a hurry, because if they don't, they could be in for a long day.
Go right back to Musgrave. He's got it again.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
3rd down, they need 5. Love. He's got his tight end. That's Musgrave. That's catch 3 just on this drop. And it gets his team a first down.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. That's a gain of 11, and they'll move the chains with another first down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense. When you put plays like this on tape, it sends a message to every defender across the league. When you play this offense and this guy has the ball, you better bring it when you come to contact him, because if not, you're going to be on the wrong end of it.
They'll try to hit him with a screen. And the Packers are going to have first and goal coming up. Tackle made at the 3-yard line.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone, because it's first and goal.
Here's Love to throw. That one incomplete. They can't hook up there. And that incompletion takes us to the 2-minute warning.
There isn't much room for error when operating inside the red zone. The field is really condensed. Those throwing windows become a lot tighter and forces your quarterback to make some really highly contested throws. And as we just saw, those aren't always going to go your way.
Here's Love. He'll keep this himself. And he will do it himself. He's in. Jordan Love. Touchdown, Green Bay. That is second touchdown of the afternoon. The dual threat of the quarterback. When you have one that can run, why not use him, especially down here, Greg? And they punch it in for the touchdown.
There's nothing a quarterback loves more, Mike, than down here near the goal line when he can call his own number. And in this case, that's exactly what he does, and he's able to take it in himself.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Ty Felton now on the return. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. The Vikings offense getting set to get back to work. They find themselves trailing 17-10 now as they come up with first down and 10. From the gun, it's Brosmer. Oh, he finds Oliver open downfield. That's a gain of 21 to open this drive.
We've really seen both teams have a lot of success moving the ball throughout this entire first half, and just seems this possession's going to be more of the same as they start this drive.
Play action now. Brosmer. Now he'll swing it out to his fullback. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
Well, not exactly a highlight reel type play, but in some cases, just checking the ball down to your fullback, picking up some positive yards is the only play that's to be made.
It is 2nd and 6. Brosmer. He keeps it himself.
You know, Mike, nice Nice job here by the quarterback, just understanding on these early downs, you just don't want to go backwards. So he's able to avoid the negative play, pick up a little bit, and mostly avoid the sack.
Backfield empties. 5 receivers in the formation for 3rd down and 5. Taking off, he'll try to get there. So now a timeout for the Vikings. That is their first. As the clock stops, 50 seconds to play until halftime.
37-yard line.
Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Throwing is Brosmer. That's to the left side and taken in by Jefferson. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. That's a second charge timeout for Minnesota, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. To the air, Brosmer. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a 1st down. 13, pretty lucky here. Back-to-back gains of 13. And another 1st down.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate. And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him. The Vikings go ahead and use their final timeout, as that'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
Focus, boys, focus.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Now Brosmer. This defense hitting their ears back, coming to get him again.
A loss of 5. It's 4th down.
So we reach the intermission in what has been an entertaining one to this point. Back with the second half in just a moment. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Ty Felton now on the return. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. The Vikings offense looking to get back to work as we begin this 3rd quarter. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a 1st down. They'll put Addison in motion. On play action, it is Brosmer. And they get to him and finally bring him down. It will go down as a sack.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the 3rd sack of the game. And this defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. That's going to be incomplete. Good work by the defender. Bodied his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force 3rd down.
3rd down and
Sometimes
13.
it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. When that defender's bearing down, you really get a good idea what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch, and in this case, what guys are unwilling.
work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
This is taken at his own 30. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. The Packers offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this second half. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Love. That's caught right side. It's the tight end Musgrave. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
Not every pass has to be thrown downfield. You can rely on the run after catch, especially a big body like this tight end. Get the ball in his hands early and let him pick up the rest after the catch.
Here's Wilson. And he'll take this one forward for about 3. And that's a first down.
This offense, they're not interested in taking the deep shot here. 2nd and short, the way they're running the ball, pound the rock, reset the downs, and just keep the drive alive.
Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw is Love. This one is caught by Reed. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
A gain of 19 yards.
A 19-yard pickup there. Good for a Green Bay first down.
A gain of 19
Anytime you're
yards.
facing a zone defense, you're working from your first progression all the way through. But when guys are open in this level, Mike, they don't stay open very long. So what they taught us as receivers, if you're open, stay open. And if you're not open, you better get open quick because that ball is coming out.
And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5.
A gain of 27.
Give them
more
27,
yards.
and it's 1st and goal.
First down.
Nice play design here by the offensive coordinator. His ability to get the quarterback outside the pocket, take some stress off the protection. By the time he reaches the launch point, the receiver's running wide open downfield, and he puts the ball right on the money.
Not much happening there, just a short game.
Brought down just shy of the goal line. A pickup of 2. Brings up 2nd and goal.
From a little closer, here's 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he is not going to get to the goal line. In fact, he's even going to lose yards on that play. And now it is 3rd and goal.
3rd and goal.
Down here this close, all it takes is one defensive lineman defeating his block and getting some penetration, and that's exactly what we saw here. Not only to stop the ball carrier short of the end zone, but to take him down for a loss.
That is caught. Now where will they mark him? It looks like he's a little bit short, just by about the length of the football. So decision time coming up. It's 4th down.
These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times, and then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get one more yard? Now, for him individually, not ideal, but right now they're on the doorstep of the end zone, and they got to find a way to put that ball across the goal line.
Out comes the Minnesota offensive unit as they get set to take over. They'll need to get something positive going right away here. Ball starts inside their own 1-yard line. They'll run it with Jones to begin this drive. And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on 1st down.
8-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Here's 2nd and 3 to go. Again, it's Jones. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that
The
one.
line of scrimmage.
What makes
No gain
great
on the play.
linebackers stand
It's
out from the
third down
pack
and
is their
4.
instincts and their vision. In this case, the linebacker has his keys, brings him right where the ball is going, and he's able to make a play at the point of attack and keep this to a no gain.
Third down. Here's Brosmer. 11 yards on the pass there. First down, Minnesota.
There's not a lot to this route. Man coverage, and you got a drag route. Give them a little something off the line and go. Win with speed. Good, accurate ball on the front shoulder pad. Allows him to pick up the rest after the catch and leads to a big gain.
They'll run the toss here with Jones. And the woes in the running game continue. They're going to subtract yards there. A loss on the play.
Taken down back at the
I'd like to see that running back be a little bit more decisive with his cut, Mike. You can see he was a little hesitant, and once you're late making that decision, you just kind of get strong laterally. Great job there by the defense, and he has no choice but to take that loss.
Throwing on second down, Brosmer. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up third down.
That's a gain of 8. Makes it 3rd and 6.
Out of the gun, here is Brosmer. That's caught, left side, it's complete. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. A big play and a much-needed one as well. 33 yards.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
The tackle by Quay Walker. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 41-yard line.
From the 41, here's 2nd and 7. Off the play fake, here's Brosmer. Off he goes.
So often the best pass defense is a good pass rush, and that's exactly what we saw here. The pass rush disrupted this play from the very start. The quarterback has all of his attention on the rushers rather than his receivers downfield. All he can manage to do is get back to the original line of scrimmage.
Brosmer going to throw here on third down. This one is caught by Addison. And he's going to be taken down short of the marker. And that is going to set up an interesting fourth down decision.
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem, and that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
Here it is on fourth down. And he's going to pick up the Vikings first down. As they manage to convert, that'll keep this drive alive.
Sometimes it's just the obvious decision that's the correct one. I mean, the offensive line and their ability to win at the point of attack, all you need is one guy to displace the defender and just move him, and that's exactly where the play is designed to go. So you earn the trust to keep the ball on the ground in these gotta-have-it moments, and they come through.
He'll get this over the middle to Jefferson. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line. He's over 100 receiving yards on the afternoon now, and a first down to boot.
And this is the blueprint, Mike. The ability to sustain and maintain possession and methodically move the ball down the field in the process. The defense has had no answers up until this point, and now the next step is, can they come away with 6? Because anything less than that, after this long drive, would be a bit of a letdown.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8. At the Packers' 12-yard line.
Second down and 8. Operating out of the gun, it's Brosmer. Here comes the screen to Jones. This one going to be sniffed out, blown up in the backfield.
A loss of 1.
The best
It's now
defenders
3rd and
can just
9.
sense when a screen is coming. They can tell the body language of the offensive lineman's pass set. They can tell on the drop of the quarterback. It just doesn't look right. It's exactly the case here. Great job getting to the back and taking him down for a loss.
From the gun on 3rd down, here's Brosmer. He'll try to run for it.
And that was really well defended along the back end, Mike. And with nobody open downfield, he's got no choice but to turn into a runner. They end up rallying to the ball, and they limit to a minimal gain.
So they send in Will Reichert for this field goal try. This, about as short as you can get. So, 3 quarters now in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's 4th down. They'll indeed go, and here's Brosmer. And he's going to be hit and taken down. They got him with a big-time rush that leads to a turnover on downs. They'll run. It's Wilson. They'll take this forward for about 5.
And he has been a handful to deal with throughout this entire contest, Mike. And they came into the game saying, we want to impose our will on the defense, and that's exactly what they've been able to do.
From the 22 now, here's 2nd down and 5. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. For the middle, that one caught by Watson. And he'll be taken down up around the 32-yard line. A gain there of 10 yards. 1st down, Packers.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the 4th quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative. Just handoff right and handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out. Now, this is the epitome of a really short throw and a really nice run after catch. And listen, for a quarterback, it all counts the same. You don't always have to throw the ball downfield to generate explosive plays, and these drag routes can be very, very effective.
13 pretty lucky here. Back-to-back gains of 13. And another 1st down.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
Pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 39-yard line.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd down and 7. Off the play fake. Here's Love. The 2nd down throw is incomplete.
And up until this point, this has been an incredibly efficient game from this quarterback. I mean, it's hard to think. Here we are in the 2nd half, and that's only his 2nd incomplete pass. So finally, the defense is able to do something to disrupt his timing and finally try to get him out of this groove.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Love. And that is incomplete. Trying to connect with Romeo Doubs that time. And that'll set up 4th down.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
This is going to get out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. The Vikings offense ready to see what they can do. They'll begin inside their own 15-yard line, so a lot of real estate to cover. It's 1st and 10. The drive begins with a carry by Jones. And a nice run there on first down, getting 8. Setting up 2nd and 2.
You know, so I think as you look back over the course of this game, it's really been the inability of this offense, Mike, to create any sort of balanced attack to get anything going. And whether you look at the rushing yards, whether you look at just the points scored, this offense has to find a way going forward to generate more big plays and more balance, both run and pass.
And that should be enough. He works his way forward to pick up a first down.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. 2nd and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the first down.
This ball batted away. That's incomplete. He was looking for Jordan Addison that time. It's 2nd down.
And at this stage of the game, it's both teams that are really seeing who can make the big play to swing the game in their favor. And this time, it's the defense. He's able to get his hands on it. Mike, I think they're lucky he wasn't able to get both hands on it because it could have been even a bigger play.
And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
Tight end motioning left. From the gun, it's Brosman.
When you throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, you're relying heavily on the yards after the catch. So give credit to the defense here. Once the ball carrier had the ball, multiple guys around him, corralled him, take him down short of the sticks.
It'll be a punt coming from the Vikings. They'll be forced to punt, trailing here in the 4th quarter. Be a good return. He's able to get it up past the 40-yard line. The Packers offense ready to take over possession of the football. They'll have very good starting field position as they set up past the 40. On play action, Love. Right side, catch made by Dobbs. And he'll get about 8 on that one, most of it coming after the catch. It's 2nd down.
2nd and a yard at the 49-yard line.
We'll go play action with Love. The open man is Reed. He's got it. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
The key to good route running, Mike, is deceiving the man covering you into thinking you're doing one thing, and then you change it and do the other. And in this case, he had the defender thinking this was a vertical downfield route, and then next thing you know, he gets to his break point, he breaks in, and that ball's put right on the money for a big pickup.
That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
I'm not sure what was the more difficult aspect of the play, winning his route versus man coverage or catching this pass, because that quarterback, he put a little extra sauce on that one to get it there on time, and he's able to secure a really nice catch.
Love out quickly to Dobbs. And he'll be brought down after a short pickup, but that is enough for a first down.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need, but really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's 2nd down.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
That is Musgrave, the man in motion. On the ground, it's Wilson. He'll manage only about 3, so it will bring up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4, and it's 3rd down.
Love. And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Christian Watson. Touchdown, Packers. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the 4th quarter. Get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the 4th quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to throw yourself back in it.
24, Vikings 10.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Ty Felton now on the return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Vikings offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. They'll begin with 1st and 10. They go play action with Brosmer. Oh, a loose football. One of his teammates is there to pick it up.
And they should consider themselves lucky. You can't let a pass rusher through that quickly and not expect there to be consequences. Fortunately, they're at least able to fall on it and prevent this from being a complete disaster.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. To the air, Brosmer. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. Jalen Naylor was the intended receiver that time. And now it's going to be 3rd down.
So I don't hate the decision, Mike, but it just feels like he put a little too much air on that ball. It just took that ball way too much time to get to the open receiver. And when you hang a ball that long, the defenders at this level are just going to break and attack on that ball, and he's lucky that didn't end up going back the other direction.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. He runs straight ahead with Jones. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
It's a little surprising to see them keep the ball on the ground, especially given the situation, Mike. I mean, you're trailing. You haven't had a lot of success running the ball up until this point. They need chunk plays. They need to score, and they need to score fast.
To the air on 2nd down. Brosmer. Short pass caught by Oliver. Was brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
3rd and 8.
Now Brosmer. And penalty flags come in as it winds up incomplete, but no doubt there was contact there. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. In motion, Naylor. Play action now. Brosmer. He finds a man downfield. It's Felton. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5. A big play and a much-needed one as well. 37 yards.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Jordan Addison. Touchdown, Minnesota. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
Makes the score Packers 24, Vikings 17.
So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a one-score game as they kick it away. The return starts from the 5. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. They'll start on the ground with Jacobs. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain. So, right out of the 2-minute break, we get a timeout used by the defense with 1:56 to go. Second and 10. In motion goes Dobbs. A run here with Wilson. And it'll be a pickup of 3. So third down, forthcoming. Whistles here. We have another stoppage. Timeout called by the defense with 1:53 remaining. This crowd into it now as we get to third down. In motion goes Dobbs. They'll drop to throw. This one just too far for the receiver. Out in front of him. That one falls incomplete.
I think as the offense comes to the sideline now, the quarterback and his wide receivers need to get together and say, hey, guys, what are you seeing out there? How can we find some open targets? Because on that last down, there was nowhere to go with the ball.
On comes the Packers punting team as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a fourth-quarter lead. A fair catch signaled, and they'll have it just outside their own 20. The Vikings offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. Here's Brosmer. Throwing right. It's taken in, and they're going to move the ball all the way up to the 45-yard line. An ideal beginning to this drive. 24 on the first play.
1st and 10.
All right, this is a good start. Plays like these are definitely going to help as you work your way into scoring range. While you have to be wary of the clock and keep an eye on it, they should have plenty of time here to finish this drive. So often for a defense defending the passing game, the most difficult guy to account for is the running back out of the backfield. So a really nice job here bringing him down before he has a chance to pick up any yards after the catch.
They'll come up for 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, here is Brosmer. This one complete to Oliver. Now get about 6 before he's taken down.
That's a gain of 7. Makes it 3rd and 2.
Big play in the game right here. It's 3rd down. The air once more. It's Brosman. And he's going to pick up the first down. He knew where that marker was and made sure he got beyond it. The Vikings go ahead and use their final timeout. And they'll stop it with 28 seconds to go in the game.
At the 42-yard line.
Pressure time, no timeouts to stop the clock as they get set here for a big first down. Here's Brosmer again. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
A great pass rush is like a closer in baseball. When you bring them into the game, it's all but over. And that's exactly the case here. It doesn't result necessarily in a sack, but it was the hit that altered the throw just enough to end that play before it started.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Brosmer. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Now, this is something that we typically see out of maybe a more veteran quarterback, not necessarily a rookie, but just having a really nice sense of game management, throw the ball away, and live for the next down.
The game hanging in the balance and a critical 3rd down. And he'll just have to throw this one away. There was nowhere to go downfield. And now it's going to bring up a 4th down.
So I really like the decision, Mike. This is a rookie quarterback making more veteran decisions. And I think in his growth process this early on in his career, those are really good signs, because how often do we see these rookies still think they're back in college, they're the best player on the field, and they can make every throw, even if it's not there. You're not going to get away with that consistently in the NFL. Throw it away. Really nice job here by the young quarterback.
Out comes the Green Bay offense now as they get set to take over again. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts, so just one kneel down, and then time to shake hands. 1st and 10 now from the 36. Love will take a knee, and that ought to do it. So it's a win here for the visiting Packers. They were the aggressors from the start, able to dictate the pace of play, and in the end, they come away with the victory. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say so long, everyone.